Hello, news on Zodiac with me, Tees. We produced 10 million kilos a year compared to last month. Court authorities and Puyo attempted murder treated case is in. Blanks are suspended for alleged. The authorities worry over a car dealership. Some of our top stories this evening. This country is produced 10 million kilos was brought to the auction floor. Chief Executive Officer Dr. Bruce Motali. Multiplicity of factors, price spells in parts of the tobacco production levels says the quality of most season is high in better prices at the has found this report.
Those who appear at the tobacco this is an attempt to derive the most from the season. Tobacco Executive Officer Dr. He hopes that buyers will order quality leaf growers laws this season.
Government a price regime that to buy tobacco and dark factor tobacco and out to various stakeholders. We are seeing minimum price. That buyers, when they get on the market price through competition for the tobacco price, but they are last year.
In 2091 million kilograms, using barley flu was offered at the market. I expect that this season, kilograms of barley, grams of flu cured, grams of dark-fired tobacco. The flows of April 10 at April 13 at Limbi or 20 for the auction floor.
We are looking at the market going to present use volumes. This assessment had put the 177 million, but that figure to 181 million kilograms. Is barley tobacco million kilograms. Last year kilograms, of almost 10 million kilograms.
The new buyers was granted a Tuesday in Lilongwe. Pani Sino Matoba will invest about us.
30 million in built the factory, cigarette and export.
And according to the company managing director, the company is also a cigarette-making company, cigarettes a day.
Senior Deputy Registrar of Ishindo says evidence murder trial and other is intact. To a High Court reporter, told Zodiac Tuesday broke into her veil recorders and document cases, including the High Court case. Kishindo
Yes, me. Last been robbed of some items, include transcripts recorded in the case of the state versus others complainant. What I can assure the public is the court record, the material, and that then we have all the case is going to proceed. I sent some of my officers with the progress of the investigation.
This Kishindos of the High Court. Chief Executive Officer suspended pending a probe government in implement without following probe. Spokesperson Mr. Nandolo have confirmed that has been elected from 24th March. More in this report.
Council has no Chief Mr. Ted Nandolo from the seat to Ms. Mushawasi Mo, Minister of Local Government, is to implement council without following the duration of the suspension. Still looking at it, Mr. Nandolo confirmed his supporter, but could not comment saying the ministry is placed to provide such. And the City Council spokesperson expressed eagerly. Mr. Nandolo has City Council Chief Executive Professor Bingham Tarika regimes, and before his appointment as Chief Commercial City Executive Officer for Organizations in Malawi. Yes, this is a
Lilongwe's worry over the sprouting designated places dotted in over 10 places. Now the Lilongwe City Council will triangle as the place, but carved in the city's parking lots as the car dealers increase competition and homework amongst the city council. Public Mara Chafunya has acknowledged bylaws on illegal of the city. Jacqueline Shema reports.
As you drive, you find it's now a common sight. Cars are at liberty, as evidenced by many vehicles waiting to hit. This is despite being prohibited through bylaws allocated by the city. Car dealers have even opted at car parks within the city. Car complains of lack of regulatory shortage of space at the design and increased competition. However, besides city council public relations admitted the inflagging, but attributing bylaws governing such
challenge is because the city council can go rating that is take advantage of the sweep out the illegal vending of the Lilongwe City Council to anybody. Also, one of the greatest challenges is governing bylaw date the Lilongwe City Council to take in eradicating such a problem.
Said the council through its developed a proposal on the part of the business discussed in the next council of illegal vending.
Of the councillors and through the departments and planning centered a revision of a bylaw as to regulate with stiffer penal extent. So in the next or months or days, short while, we will be able to get the approval from. So look at that and scrutinize, will be pass it. Well, I think that the more striving for is to be put in there or whatever in there are stiff enough for people that illegal vending or vehicles in such places illegal, but it's also for
Lilongwe, I am Jacqueline.
A reminder coming to you live from our studio news after the break.
Dear Boom, when me and mess was our favorite, my goodness, the mess. We were just so experienced of the magic of chocolate cake. I realized she never minded something much bigger going to spend time with us. I use every opportunity with my kids.
Cherish the let Boom take care of the for stain removal property. Mom has a story.com/boom.
Before we proceed, Malawi to produce less tobacco this year season. Authorities assure evident murder trial and other isn't it. The city chief executive alleged abuse of office. And Lilongwe City emergence of roadside security concerns on the new Eastern Bypass Road, which is a corridor connecting Zambia road criminal attacks. And Kingsley Dandaula has confirmed, but said no suspect, although investigations are reports.
The 30 Lilongwe City West bypass, the Malawi portion of the Naka Mozambique, Malawi's remote trade. The bulb light and traffic way. However, attacks on users of the road deter motorists. From Brian Dunga is a taxi. He was attacked mid this month. Away his belongings together with 40,000 kwacha.
17th of March from Lekuni using it's called the Western Bypass Road, reaching the around 500 meters. The car couldn't start at rescue. Whilst waiting for some facts came, crashes, the front one amounting to keys for the house, the sheet from the bank.
Only be a local taxi driver. Tax targeted international applications could be different of the road. Authority Poshagajanga Sizia for truck driver services, as it is not.
The original objective was city. Most of our roads in peak hours, there's a lot of traffic. Most of the vehicles really move into our proposal to assist us with funding. This road will make it easy. Coming from Zambia or who would not really want anything, who do not have anything to do that route. As your corridor that connects where as Mozambique. So we'll be coming from Zambia, even from Mozambique, they will be able to use that to proceed to another. I think it's going to help very much.
Meanwhile, Lilongwe Police Kingsley Dandaula said attacks have been reported made.
We have received an empty motorists have been people. As of now, we have not, but after we have received, we have identified that what we have done is we have at night patrols. No people receiving show that the people who have been attacked are those who have surrounding vehicles.
Not of Malawi borrowed 4.3 African Development Bank West Bypass Road, contribution to the Nakara corridor. Tadala Kalidzira.
Now move to international news. A search has resumed in Tuesday's crash of a green with 150 people warned the operation could last mountain and Barcelona, France and Spain at night. The Airbus flight 4U from Barcelona after an 8-minute ride say there are no issues believed 67 days were German citizens returning from an The bill granted bail to two Dick and Robert that they should not attend a stadium and to remain until the match is arrested last Sunday with the fracas during Mighty Wanderers and Silver. Resident Magistrate Chikon to pay 7,000 sureties with a bond of 15 and that they should report every Monday. Grayson spoke to State Prosecutor Chavinda.
A football match, 113 each. Each accused person has to deposit this and produce what bonded in 15,000 kwacha. When the accused person they will be required to pay the other conditions that from watching football matches that up until the match has been, and that whenever there is a match, they reporting to the nearest police station.
Lyson Chavinda. Malawi has advised Super League talent if they are to have farm president Walter Kent in Blantyre win Academy Awards. Yamila in the league prefer buying players other than investing, to explains.
A strong foundation to identify talent. They're running a football academy, tapping players from all over the best players in now, been competition and today in the league, and it's being promoted. It's given us that platform that we were like a solid grassroots. The most important thing is to ensure that they get support that we gave them, and MDs. If they can be given, we stand a very good chance of not about the quantity. And if the quality is of international standard, that one day Malawi will the World Cup. It's just proven in life, you must invest. And we have a lot of clubs doing well and are struggling. I don't know why they're struggling. It's because us as a national team, if we World Cup and go to African, and it's sad that football to be a social. But if we want Malawi to, like Messi or Messi, we need to groom players. And it's this investment, that model that has been adopted, not only be used by farmers that are playing in the super teams. Starting football clubs in this country, they are spending a lot to get sponsorship, and the club level is not very good, because I want us to do. The Stream has given us a model of everybody else.
That's how. But before we leave, another lorries. Malawi to produce tobacco this year compared to